Kunal Jai Singh, I'm so and so, this is my age, this is my height, these are my profiles. Like action तो बोलने दे, कैमरा कहाँ है? मैंने action कहाँ बोला?
जो ना कह सके तुम, जो ना कह सके हम, कहने लगी.
Hi Kunal, how are you? I'm very
Very
well.
well,
How are
very
you?
well.
Cheers, cheers with my
Cheers,
cup of
cheers.
coffee.
Cheers with my cup of coffee.
This is a huge, huge mug.
Yeah.
Are
I'm
you
a
a coffee
coffee
person?
lover, very much.
That explains it. That
Yeah, and
explains it. How are
I'm
you
not the
doing?
I'm not the ones who likes it with milk or anything. I like it strong and black.
Black.
Yeah.
You tell me, a decade in the industry, how is it feeling? 2021, finally 10 years.
10 years. Yes, actually more than 10 years. It's actually 11 years.
11 years, yeah.
Yeah, the 1 year where I was just trying to figure out everything when I decided to join the industry. I can't discount that.
वो एक साल जो आपने अपने पापा से मांगा था कि give me 1 year and I will prove it to you.
Yeah, so
I've
that
done my
1
research.
year, yeah, so that 1 year also cannot be discounted.
But
Yeah,
would you call this journey fulfilling, or would you call it full of experiences that will be with you for a lifetime? How will you describe this journey, this decade-long journey?
see, this is something that I had no idea when I entered that whether it'll work for me or no. So for me, whatever little bit that I've achieved, I mean, it's obviously very fulfilling. It's like, when you see that, oh, this is what I want to do, and everything starts unfolding slowly but steadily. That is a feeling altogether, when at the end of the day, you can somewhere be proud of and say that whatever I am today, I am self-made. So that is something I can never forget, nor can I ever, you know, uh, just cannot get over the fact that I'm actually here doing this.
And the people who are watching us right now, and all your fans is something that I mean, I'd call them admirers. I'd call them people who love you, who love your work. The time that I posted that creative on my page, and the kind of response that I have got, and the kind of excitement that people have shown, asking this, asking that, isn't it very, very overwhelming? मेरे लिए तो एक दिन की बात है, एक रात की बात है, where I have been bombarded with so many lovable messages. It's like a daily thing for you.
It
How
is,
does
it
it
is.
feel?
It's daily because, I mean, Instagram with its changing algorithms all the time. So there are a lot of people who are getting unfollowed also, but then there's a massive bunch of new people joining me every day on Instagram as well.
Yeah.
So, I'm every day, every morning that I wake up and I have like, say, 150 new messages, 200 new messages. And somehow, I mean, it's not humanly possible to go through so many messages a day, and so yeah, somewhere you just learn to live with it, and then every opportunity like this you get, you apologize to everyone who's taking out their time and sending you a DM or making some edit for you. And these are the platforms that I use to thank them. That this thing that is just that you just learn to live with it. Yeah. I mean, there was a time when I mean, I always feel you should appreciate it because there was a time when all of this was not existing. It was you trying to make a social media presence, or you trying to make a mark for yourself. And today, when that is happening for you, you cannot just turn your back to it and be like, oh my God, yeah, like how many messages? You can't do that. I mean, you have to be appreciative. Yes, you have to also understand that, okay, I might not be able to, reply or respond to every person or message. But yeah, if anything, I mean, I try and look at the stories at least, so, I mean, I've seen so many people getting so happy that, Kunal Jai Singh saw your story. So, I mean, whatever little is possible in the day that I can, I try and achieve that.
But tell me something about your social media page. I mean, Instagram page. I'm sorry. I wanted to know, it is so synchronized. It is so much in sync. Like, are you that kind of a person who has an OCD about placing your stories and pictures in a grid or whatever? Somebody else is doing it for you. How's it like?
Honestly, no, I've started doing that very recently from Pavitra Bhagya onwards. Because one of my co-actors, Mohit, he's like this social media sensation, and he's like, he really knows the game. of how to, what post works, what doesn't work, what kind of this, what kind of that. If you scroll down to pre-Pavitra Bhagya days or even the
Yeah.
start of Pavitra Bhagya, you'll see that there's nothing. It's just random pictures. If I like the photo, I
Okay.
posted it. It's with Mohit that somewhere I found my space in it. Okay, I want to do like a grid of three.
Acha. Okay.
So
Okay.
he's got me that aware because for me, I'm not a very social media person. Like
Hmm.
I am not the person who can post every day or do make reels and do all these things.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for me, I mean, this I felt was the easiest to make my page look a little more pretty.
So I'm sure when you must be having days when you have that kind of a time where you are going through your DMs and there must be people sliding into your DMs and leaving messages that can be really hilarious, that can be really intense. So you have to tell me that one or two messages that with you that were really funny or something that somebody must have slided into your DMs and just texted you, maybe your fans or your followers. What would that be?
Yeah, I mean, usually it's a very like hi, hello, please reply,
Hmm.
and this and that. But I still remember this once, a couple of times, um, you have these one-off cases where they are like, they'll be like, I'm your fan, I order you to reply me. I watch you on TV. I'm giving you my time. I order you to respond or reply to me. So I mean, I just have a good laugh out of it.
That's very confident. That's really nice.
Yeah,
Somebody doing that's really cool.
yeah, and then there are certain I wouldn't call them. See, first of all, I don't even call my fans fans. I mean, from day one, whoever has followed me since my start of this, they always know that I never call my fans fans. They are all my like friends. I mean, I'm on TV, they're watching me. It's a very give and
Ah,
take
ah,
relationship. So I'm not on any pedestal or anything. So for me, this is my family. I have small family, a limited family that has been created,
yeah,
and these are like friends. Yeah. I mean, if they come across me, they meet me on the road sometimes. Somebody sees me, I'm always happy to meet them. I'm always happy to, have a quick chat with them about what are they doing, where
that's
do
nice.
they
That's
stay,
sweet.
and
Ah.
what is their journey in life.
Hmm.
I'm saying, then then you're in a community pool, you will have all sorts of people. Then there are certain fans who try to get your attention by sending you illicit texts, illicit pictures of
Oh,
themselves,
you do get that? Seriously?
yeah, not often. It must have happened like
Yeah.
maybe a couple of times. See, most of the times, it's like, when I see that, oh, it's just story or somebody just saying a hi or anything, I mean, I don't. Then there are certain times, you just enter this thing thinking that it is some work related something
Yeah.
because,
Yeah. Yeah.
there's nowadays a lot of brands and all approach you directly on your DM for,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
collaborations or anything. So, when you tend to open such things, then when you see like, oh, it's actually, it's not something to do with work. It is somebody who sent you a very illicit picture of themselves in a very compromising position, and I'm like, okay, delete, block.
Uh, so Kunal, what I'm gonna do now is इससे पहले कि आपकी coffee ठंडी हो जाए, I want you to hold your coffee cup. I have this
Okay,
little segment that's called
all right.
Sip and Spill. Let's begin. Take a sip. If you are really finicky about your hair and half the compliments that you receive are to do with your hair. You are finicky.
Absolutely. I think that is something that I find is like a very good asset that I have. Um, touch wood, I've got a thick head of hair. So yes, I am very finicky about it. I am very like today also I was trying to set my hair. I was not having a good I was not being able to set it correctly. I was not having a good day, so I had to wear a cap. I'm not gonna show myself without a good hairstyle. So yeah, I am.
About
Right.
the compliments that you receive about your hair, and do you like them longer or shorter?
I prefer my hair longer, and so does my wife. But
Acha.
handling long hair, I mean, hats off to all the women out there. It's a task.
One, take a sip. If you've had a stalker in real life, like not
Yeah, yeah.
social media stalk, you
No,
have?
no, yes, 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 yes.
Oh God, that must be scary.
I mean, it's not been like a very long going on for months or anything, but It has been like, when somebody, like I remember when I was shooting for both Ishqbaaaz and Dil Bole Obroy, I had moved to Andheri, and it was just like in the first month itself that I had moved, and nobody knew I've moved from my original residence. And
Hmm.
it was my birthday, and the watchman of that building comes and tells me that there was like these 5, 6 girls who had come and wanted to wish you and have left a cake for you and this and that. And for me, I was like, okay, I mean, nobody knows that I've shifted here as yet, or in fact, nobody knows where I live. So
Yeah.
that has happened. So that has been a little weird.
So they
And
used to come every now and then to the new place?
not every now and then. It was my birthday. This thing. I think they had specially flown down, if I'm not mistaken, or had traveled by train or bus from some other city and
Okay.
had come to this thing, and they found my new address, which no
Which
one
nobody
knew.
had. Yeah,
Nobody
nobody
had.
had. Yeah.
Yeah. So that
Okay.
has been there.
Okay. All right. Next one. Take a
Yeah.
sip if you've written a love letter in your life.
Yeah. Yeah. I keep writing love letters to my wife.
Wow, how sweet, yeah. Abhi, wow, that's nice.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we both do that once in a while. Sometimes if it's not just a love letter, also if it's something that we have not appreciated, also, I
Huh,
mean,
huh.
we just maybe just write each other so that uh, it's just a more prettier and a more subtle way to communicate rather than getting into arguments or anything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's nice. That's sweet, actually.
Yeah.
That's nice. Okay. Take a sip if you have gotten injured or made fun of yourself in trying to impress a girl.
Hmm.
कभी भी नहीं. School, college, कभी भी नहीं. Like you were always very smart. Why, yaar?
I have never really done anything, stupid. I've always been
Okay.
very subtle in my approach. So,
Okay.
yeah. So
Okay.
I've
Okay.
not done anything stupid as such. At least
ठीक
of what I remember. If I remember something during the course of this interview, I will get
है.
back
Okay.
to it.
Okay, all right. So next one. Take a sip if you have reconnected with one of your old school time or college time crushes who did not reciprocate your advances then just to feel vindicated after your stardom maybe or something. कभी भी नहीं.
I mean, honestly, there was this girl in school who it was like my first crush ever, and I think that ended there only because I remember I was very shy to approach her. So
Okay.
a couple of my friends went and told her that, so and this is the guy, he likes you. And she was a year younger. Like I was in
Okay.
the 10th grade, she was in the ninth grade. I mean, I was not even looking to, get into any kind of commitment or relationship or anything as such. It was just that I found her interesting.
Hmm.
But I remember she told my friend, that guy, yuck, he looks like a bear.
Oh
And
shit.
yeah.
Oh
So, I mean, I was absolutely embarrassed at that age,
Hmm.
but I still
Hmm.
remember this. And then, luckily, there was not much time left in school because my prelims were about to begin, and then we had a month
Hmm.
long off study break for the boards. So that ended luckily 2 weeks before the prelim vacation, that 1 week of holiday before prelims started. So that got done. But as soon as the boards got over, our school has this farewell party in which they usually have like a full-on fashion show that goes on,
Huh.
which you have like casual round, formal round, beach round,
Hmm.
uh, and everything. And I won first prize.
Wow.
And
That's your
yeah,
vindication.
and that girl, so the teachers who are judging you are our school teachers itself, and each
Yeah.
and the ninth standard hosts the 10th standard.
Okay.
Passing out. So the
Okay.
girl was standing behind the teacher because each teacher had a student assigned to them for if they needed something during the course
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
the this thing. So she was the one standing right behind one of them, and you won't believe it, when my name was announced, I literally saw her jaw drop.
Bound to be.
I mean, I mean that was
You're
just
like,
one.
ah, yeah, I've arrived. Take a sip if you've had a really nasty and a really funny audition
Huh.
experience.
Of course. Initial days,
तो क्या था, nasty था या funny था?
it was not nasty. It was embarrassing and funny, to be honest, if I look back at it today. So
Okay.
this is like I think the second day of me ever trying to give an audition.
Okay.
First day was
Okay.
just trying to figure out somebody who had called me, and I just went, and so when I understood, oh, this is where you go and everything. So I had another next day. I was going for a Colgate audition. I still remember. It was an ad
Okay.
audition for Colgate, and it's a room filled with about 50, 60 people inside, and then the rest waiting outside. So there's a lot that comes inside, and
Yeah. Yeah.
every as your name or your number is called out. So I remember I was waiting, then I'm nervous. My turn comes, and so I know I've seen like all these guys who have given auditions before, and I'm seeing them. Oh, so okay, this is what I need to do. This is what I need to do. I need to do. So I remember when my number got called out, that number so and so in the
Yeah.
cue sheet,
Yeah.
your name
Yeah.
is written next to a number. So number so and so. So I went there, and the guy sitting with the camera is the guy who's the casting director as well. So there's
Okay.
just one guy.
Okay.
And I remember I just went on there and I gave my so the first action will be for profiles. So you do,
Yes.
hi, I'm Kunal Jai Singh, I'm so and so, this is my age, this is my height, these are my profiles. All
Hmm.
right. And he will cut and then he will roll again. I didn't do that. I just gave my profiles and I started acting.
Okay.
I just went on and I said, yeah, this, that, this, that. And after I'm done, I'm just doing this and I'm standing there looking at his face.
Oh.
He's
Oh
like
shit.
action to bolne de, and that's when I realized that I was so caught up with the audition that that man had cut and he had kept the tripod aside. I didn't even realize
Oh.
that the camera was not there anymore.
Oh shit. Oh
And
shit.
he's like camera कहाँ है? मैंने action कहाँ बोला? मैंने सिर्फ profiles लिए हैं. And everybody started laughing behind. So I was really embarrassed, and I was like, okay, sorry. And then when he said, अच्छा, अब मैं आपको action बोलूँगा, तब आप acting करना. And in my head, I was just like, just let's get done with this and let's get out of here and go home.
I can
So that
imagine.
was funny. He
Okay,
just left
so
it aside.
from actually your first action and cut, tell me, take a sip. If you remember your first ever performance, acting, and your first ever applause.
For a proper ad that I did was for Airtel, and I had a
Okay,
very small 1 second role in it.
okay,
And I remember I went there, I was all excited, oh, I'm going to be part of Airtel and this and that. And it became rolling action, cut. Okay, we'll go one more for safety, rolling action. I had one line to say, and that's it. And I was done for the day. And I was like, oh, that's it? Okay, so that was my this thing. My first applause, I don't remember, but I still remember my biggest achievement and applause was um, when I was shooting the last episode of Ishqbaaaz just before Dil Bole was starting. So
okay.
from that episode end onwards
Yeah,
is where I would transition into the show Dil Bole Ho Bro.
Dil Bole.
And
Yeah.
that was like this massive showdown with Mahesh Thakur ji. So he was playing my father,
Uh-huh.
and I remember that scene when I performed it, my director said, "No, I don't want you to perform it like this. I want you to do it like this." So I said, "Okay, so let's do it that way." And then when I went with his vision, and when I performed it, I still remember there was the entire set applauding. I was drained so much of my energy out. My director came, hugged me, applauded me, took me to the side because I blacked out and I was almost about to puke.
Okay.
I was on the verge to vomit because
Mm.
that was the energy that it took out of me. I was blood rush to my face, everything. So that is one I will never forget.
Wow, that's actually intense. I'm
That
getting
that
goosebumps
was
listening to it.
something. That was something. You
Yeah,
should see that scene where
yeah.
Nakul and Linesh, Shivai and Rudra are holding me, and I'm charging like a bull at my father, and they're just
Mm.
holding me. And in the middle of the scene, they actually thought I've lost it and I'm gonna really hit him.
Okay. Wow. It
So
was
they were
that real.
holding me
Yeah.
they were holding me even stronger. And they were
Yeah.
also tired, and I was flushed.
Yeah.
I still
I
remember the
can
first thing
imagine.
first thing I did was I just collapsed on my knee, and my director came, held me. Nakul held me. They made me sit on the couch, and the director said that, you want me to call for a bucket? Do you want to vomit? Do you want to puke? So I was
Mm.
like, I might. So I said, I might not. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I just need to just take a breath.
Mm.
And Honestly, the spot guy had also kept like a bucket was ready that in case anything, he had emptied the bucket where they keep the water bottles and everything. He had emptied it in case he wants to vomit not on the carpet or not on the set, vomit in the bucket. So that was one thing which was the entire set was I
Wow.
was appreciating it. So yeah, that's